So, will I be able to put this back again? The PM 374. Cleaned it really good, made a homemade gasket. New gasket. So I don't grease the bearings. I guess they will be oiled anyway. And it's been laying indoors, so it's not that it's not been dried up. The flywheel is on this side, so it needs to be like that. And the clutch is here, and the worm. There is a gear there. No, that's threads for the and what about this? Need to be on place. Fuel line. No, what need to be on place is the fuel tank, of course. That's very important. I don't forget that. And then I put the gasket over here. And I think I put some screws in it to guide. What kind of screws is it? It's this screws. And there is some big ones. And I don't have. There is a guiding point here. There. And if I don't remember, there was one behind too. Splint or something. But maybe I remember wrong. Is it this? Anyway, it fits down there. Oh my god. I need to be careful so I don't lose it in the hole there. Guess it should be here. I need to be careful so I don't lose it. Well, I put it later on. I need to find the correct screws. This is not the correct one. Or it's from the other side. Aha, it's meant to come from this side. So I cannot. I put the gasket. Yeah, I put the gasket on this side because there is this guiding. Well, I do it easy. I just put this in the crank. So much to keep in ordnung here. To one time, and this So the screws maybe could press it in place. Is this too long? There I even find a screwdriver. I hit something there. Figure I have to do it even, so I don't get anything wrong pressure. Ah, there it entered. Yeah, it's closing in. And the splint was there, I guess. Maybe this is the correct screw to put here. I'm lucky I enter. Not totally lucky. Okay. Use a little force. Maybe that's not smart. Yeah, there it's enter. Tightening in, but I guess I have to do this, more of this tomorrow. Looks promising. Homemade gasket and everything, but the problem here doesn't necessarily be the leak in a gasket. It could be something else. It could be the malfunction in the pressure in the oil pump, some valve or something, which may function, so the oil will be pressed back into the crankcase. But it could be bad sealing. But now I have made a homemade sealing. See how that works out. But I have a new PM 360, which I bought. I didn't collect it yet. So I found another one, and that has the same oil pump. So then I am able to test it. To change the oil pump. Weirdo fuel. Where to put the fuel line now? Down here. Down here the fuel line should be. But I think I continue better tomorrow on this. Thing. Better light and everything. And there's just the weird fuel cap. Then it's a new day and new possibilities, and I continue to assemble the PM 374. I should have brushed this cylinder head from carbon. Hope there is nothing wrong about using a steel brush to take away a little carbon. When it's off, first is off, better clean it a little. And the piston rings is moving freely, not stuck. The gasket is sticking up a little there and a little there. This might not, that's the base gaskets is in place, looking good as far as I can see. And the homemade gasket, should that affect the piston? There is no conflict there, I hope. No, there is not. But I need to cut the height a little there. Maybe not the perfect tool, but can I do it with this? Always need to be careful with the aluminium and with your fingers, so you don't make any scratch. Make any scratch in the aluminium, we don't want that. .600 paper. Well, then I continue with the screws. I find a big one there. I suspect there is, no, that is for the cylinder, but there is one there and one there. Looks very much similar, so easy to find. I think there was two from this side, if I'm not mistaken. And there is 4 from the other side. Do I enter something? Yes. And there is, I'm sure, one there. Isn't it one here behind? There's one there. One there, one there, one there, one there. And I have one more. Where that's supposed to be. But anyway, I'm tightening this. Fairly good. I just feel the momentum. When I'm in the bottom, I use only hand power. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's the end there, and then here, it's one there. That must be good enough. And there, maybe that's the final one. Yeah. Let's enter, it's find its way through the homemade gasket. That's very good. This one it feels like this one is weak, but it doesn't matter too much behind here. What is important is around the crankcase. This feels like it's come to the bottom and it's a little weak in the threads, if I'm not mistaken. No, I was mistaken. It's perfect. I was afraid it was going around. Then I tighten that very good too. And then I make sure everybody is tightened. That's very good. So far, so good. And now I will do the gasoline rubber, put that in place, stick it in there, use a little force. Yeah, that went very good. I use this Torx, not a screwdriver, but a Torx, which is a little convenient blunt on the end, or whatever word is this. And then a visual inspection. It's not completely good, but it's closing in. Give the rubber a little time, and then it's sealed, and then it's on place. perfect. I guess there is two line. That's the fuel line, and well, and that is the spark wire. I'll figure out that a little later, how it's guided through there. Well, now I know more about how to do this. I should try to turn this without breaking it, because this is the lowest, and then this is the second, and maybe the coil, the spark plug wire is on top, in there too, in this track here. But I take this out again, if I'm able to do that without doing any harm. Again, it's rubber, so you need to work on the rubber's premises. That means a little slow, give it time to react. Because I want to turn it a little. It's coming up. That's it. I give it a little lubrication so it's more easy to put down again, and then I turn it a little. A little bit like that. It's a little bit too much. No, it's perfect. So it's aligned more with this track here. That should be perfect. Then it's just to squeeze it down again. And now I lubricated it, so it should be more easy to put it down. Again, I need the time it needs to gently enter. Satisfying position. It's all the way down. No leak there. No, it's perfect. Then this will be like this. I probably don't have to squeeze it down, it's just laying there. Then it is the gasket. I use the old one. Inlet gasket. And then some other parts. It's this. What's next? There's the carburetor. There should be a gasket there, I guess. Yeah. There I have it. But first I put the cylinder. And when doing that, it's smart to put some two-stroke oil on it. Don't be greedy on the oil. And then make sure the rings is where it's supposed to be. A little difficult to see here. Open it up there. It even looks like where could it be? I don't see it. Then I need to change the battery again, and but I found something interesting on internet. I found a split drawing, very convenient, but that one had another oil pump patent, so they have changed during the years. They gave this model, produced this model. So I'm going to be focused on this, of course, with this kind of oil pump this has. But there is other pickup oil gear and oil pump patents difference from the patent in this chainsaw. So you could risk you have a PM 374 with a completely other oil pump construction. Well, the drawing I saw had, there was no spacer on the flywheel, so I can just tighten the nut. I need to have the piston stopper again. So there is the piston stopper. I need to turn it a little so the piston go down a little. And then I want to tighten the cylinder. And what size is that? It's not this, but this. Yeah, on the drawing there was no spacer here on the flywheel. Feels good. Give it a last tightening here. You feel it when it's in the bottom. The momentum. Yeah, feels good. So, what I continue with now, maybe the carburetor, gasket. Looks like it previously has been this way. I can see the sign here, pressure onto the plastic. So, and that is the pulse hole. I use the old gasket. Is there something I need to remember here now? Hope not. Use the old fuel line. Yeah, it entered a little too easy. I should maybe change it. I go for that. After all, this was working, and I can go back on that and change it later on if I want. And then it is a gasket. And there is the back. Okay, how this is going to be. Should put the back handle on place first. Is this the one who's going in there? No. Aha. Could look like I'm a little bit confused here now. Yeah. And where does this go? This should be... This was loose anyway. And I guess it's supposed to be attached there. To the stop switch, of course. So I need to solve that, and I need to figure out a little more about how to put this on the spacers and everything. Must be like it must be like that. Okay, and that's the cover, which they don't have on this. They don't have the cover, they have different. Next step is to fix the stop switch. Need to weld that on place here.